Jack Doherty has yet again crashed another vehicle and wound up in the hospital yet again due to him being the biggest moron on earth. Also, MrBeast is facing controversy for an upcoming video, and the Nelk Boys are receiving backlash for getting an uncontacted indigenous tribe in Fiji addicted to nicotine. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get right into it. So if you guys aren't aware, a few months ago, Jack Doherty crashed his $200,000 McLaren while he was live streaming himself driving in the pouring rain. No! Obviously, the first crash was 100% his fault. I mean, it was, pouring rain. Jack was looking down at his phone instead of the road, and he also decided to accelerate fast in the pouring rain, which caused his $200,000 supercar to hydroplane and then crash into the guardrails. Now, after Jack crashed his McLaren, he received tons of criticism due to him, of course, being on his phone, but, also the way he acted after the crash. His cameraman had a huge cut on his head that was, gushing with blood, and instead of Jack making sure his cameraman was okay, he made the cameraman hold two phones and record Jack standing in front of his McLaren with his hands on top of his head. Well, surprise, surprise, because Jack Doherty has crashed yet another vehicle, and this one, it was an electric dirt bike.
Yes, I don't know. Am I bleeding bad? Look who's, ow, fuck. Look who's filming now. Look who's filming now, huh? Is it bad?
Oh, it's dripping, yeah.
Oh, fuck, how bad?
It was a good cut, actually, fuck.
Really on my head?
Yeah, a little bit by your eyebrow.
Oh, no. Gosh damn it, bro. I'm so annoyed. I'm at my bike is fudged.
It's the 10th bike this week, dog.
Oh, fuck, man. Why did that have to happen, dog? Why does this always have to happen? Just go like this. If I don't get any bugs in my bike.
Now, hey, I get it, dirt bike crashes happen all of the time, you could just misjudge a turn and fall or whatever, but how Jack crashed his dirt bike was, completely avoidable. And for those of you wondering, this is how Jack crashed. So yeah, Jack being the menace he is, he thought it would be an amazing idea to take his dirt bike on the road and hit all of these little jumps, literally right next to a road. Jack is honestly pretty lucky that the worst thing that happened was that he fell and cut his head. I mean, he could have easily lost control and gone in the road and got hit by a car. Not to mention that he wasn't wearing a helmet either. But Jack being, the best live streamer on the planet, he live streamed himself at the hospital where he talks about the crash and what actually happened.
This is why we're in here in the beginning. It's freaking cops, all right? I was riding my dirt bike on the road and they always like to cry and fuss about it and give me a ticket. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna go on the sidewalk because this is an electric dirt bike. I'm really not committing no crime. I'm just a good boy. Like, I'm literally just trying to not play video games, go have fun and be a kid and enjoy my life, right? And so I was like, okay, the cop gonna stop me. So I go on the sidewalk and to be a good boy, and as I'm going on the sidewalk, I fucking eat it. And yeah, right after I was hitting like big jumps and shit. Look at that, this is a great place to jump and shit right here, huh? We're good. But listen, I gotta take a minute off the dirt bike, realize this is a huge lesson again. It's just like the McLaren crash, except I'm the one in front of the camera now, Not that I wasn't during it. No, I'm kidding.
You just can't test your limits like that.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I wasn't even testing. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was just driving home, bro. It was after I did everything crazy.
I always said
just like when I crashed the McLaren. Yeah.
You didn't do anything crazy.
I was driving completely normal. It was the only time I ever drove the McLaren in like normal, like family-friendly mode and not fucking track mode. It was the only time I ever drove the McLaren in like eco mode.
Oh, it was the cop's fault. The whole reason why he got a cut on his head was because an officer of the law told him that he couldn't drive his non-street legal electric dirt bike on the road. And he wasn't even doing anything crazy, he was just driving home and, he was on the sidewalk and then he just, boom, he crashed. And that's exactly why you shouldn't be driving in the road. If Jack crashed a dirt bike on a sidewalk, he's 100% going to crash in the road, when there are other drivers near him. So actually, shout out for that cop for saving his life, probably. The cop told him he couldn't be driving his dirt bike on the road, so then he takes it to the sidewalk, but then crashes on the sidewalk. So it's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be on the road. It's like, what an absolute moron. But I also love how he says that, you know, when he crashed his McLaren, that, you know, he was driving quote unquote family friendly, whatever that means. Like, bro, it was pouring rain, you were on your phone, and you also accelerated too fast to try to pass a truck. Like, how is that family friendly? If that is family friendly, like, shit, I must be driving toddler friendly, because I'm not looking at my phone. And actually, I live in Colorado, and they actually just made it a fine to have your phone in your hand while you are driving. Like, you don't even have to be looking at your phone and you can still get ticketed, which, to be honest, I think is pretty smart. But yeah, Jack is honestly just such a little doofus. I mean, we literally just need to ban this guy from being near any vehicle. Vehicle companies should honestly just start getting restraining orders on this guy to make sure that he doesn't come within 10 miles of a vehicle, or they could honestly just, you know, take away his license. But, you know, honestly, that probably wouldn't stop him from driving. But yeah, the next piece of news that we got to take a look at is some backlash that MrBeast is receiving due to him announcing one of his future videos. Now listen, before we even get into the situation, I just got to say that this situation I feel like is just a bit overkill, to be completely honest. Now I know I've made a few videos covering MrBeast in the past, and, you know, to be honest, I have been pretty critical of him, but this backlash that he's receiving now is just flat out stupid in my opinion. So anyways, MrBeast announced a new video that he is working on where he basically puts 2 pilots in a private jet for 100 days, and they get unlimited fuel, and if they stay the 100 days in the private jet, they get to keep the jet. MrBeast said that the pilots don't even have to like fly the planes at all. They can literally just be parked at an airport, but they just have to be in the private jet. You know, he said like the whole flying part is basically just for fun. Now, the first piece of criticism was that people were worried about the amount of pollution and emissions that this video is going to cause. This ex-user said, well, this would instantly reverse all of the pollution and emissions he saved from planting those 100 million trees. Well, MrBeast quickly responded to that claim and said, also, we're tracking the carbon emitted and gonna offset it at the end of the video. The next piece of criticism he received was that by doing this challenge, it's putting the pilots' lives at risk. An ex-user said, because let's risk pilots' lives for entertainment, which MrBeast already responded to by literally saying that the pilots don't have to fly if they don't want to. So basically, the pilots could spend the whole 100 days just being parked, or, you know, they could, you know, fly to New York for a week and spend a week in New York, and then, you know, fly to California and spend another week in California. And this is why I just think this backlash is really dumb, to be, you know, 100% honest. Like, I could see if the pilots had to be like non-stop flying for 100 days, you know, I could see how that could be, you know, dangerous, but that's not the case at all. And also the carbon emissions thing, MrBeast said he is going to track the carbon emitted and then reverse it, but I just feel like that whole piece of criticism is just people looking for something to hate on. Like, do you guys know how much pollution and, you know, carbon emissions come from people like Taylor Swift, who are literally on a plane every single day of their lives? The quote-unquote carbon emissions from the 100 days video would probably be the same as Taylor Swift flying for like a week, if that. And hey, I'm not hating, I'm just saying that the emissions from the 100 days video MrBeast is planning is just, you know, not that much in the grand scheme of things. And I feel like that's also hypocritical because, you know, we're the same people saying all of the contestants he flew out for the Beast games, like, what about those carbon emissions and stuff like that? And it's just like, I think people are just, you know, trying to find anything they can to, you know, give hate to him right now. And it's like, I understand all of the previous things, people giving him hate, you know, there's still some things that, you know, I'm not really hating on him for, but I'm just like, there's still some things that he's done, and it's like, those things are not okay. I'm not saying those things are okay, but I just feel like this is something completely different, and honestly, I just think it's really stupid backlash. And our last piece of news today comes from the Nelk Boys. Basically, on December 24th, the Nelk Boys published a YouTube video where they went to Fiji, where they met up with Forrest Galante, who is basically a famous outdoorsman, and he's also like a TV host. But basically, when the Nelk Boys went to Fiji, they made contact with a tribe who were practically uncontacted. Forrest Galante said that the tribe had only had like one Western visitor in the last like 30 years. Now, when they met up with the tribe, the Nelk Boys passed out liquor, they passed out cigarettes, and they even gave vapes to some of the members of the tribe. Or I guess they didn't give them vapes, but they let them hit their vapes.
It's in my hand. See this? Cigarettes. We can smoke together.
Yeah, morning stick.
Put that down.
Put the sticks down and
then we
take one of these.
We can smoke as much as we can. Get them more. Hey, look, another pack. Pack for everybody. There you go. You like that? It's good, huh?
Yeah, put the sticks down, huh? Everyone happy?
Oh,
We're good now?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
Hey. All right.
Back to sleep. Thanks, boys.
Watch if they find out about vapes. Shit. Give him a tug of the vape. Hey, you like that? Smooth, right? Trying vapes. Look at him. He's about to get hooked on it. You like it? Good? Yo. Good? You want another rip?
Show you boys how to pack an upper decky. You like this?
One ex-user said got them addicted to vape and then bounced on them. And another ex-user said they messed up for corrupting those pure people. And then another ex-user said that was a trashy move. Tribal communities are surprisingly healthy and some of them live very long lives. Bringing toxic products to them doesn't help them. Now, honestly, I see where the backlash is coming from. I seriously do. But at the end of the day, the people in the tribe saw the Nelk Boys smoking on the vape before they took a puff. You know, it's not like the Nelk Boys tied these people down and then forced them to vape. And also, Forrest Galante told the Nelk Boys that the tribe wanted to thank them for the cigarettes and the gifts.
First of all, say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you said that they're very proud of you. That's why they're all clapping.
That's awesome.
You might not think it's that awesome. They're honored by the gifts, the fact that you were able to get bats, the fact that you brought them cigarettes and a pig. You've now moved from first rung of the tribe to full initiation, which is going to take about a week to 2 weeks.
So honestly, it doesn't really seem like that big of a deal, especially if Forrest Galante didn't have anything, you know, bad to say about it. So yeah, you know, I understand why people are upset about it, but at the end of the day, you know, the men in the tribe who vaped are all of age and, you know, can make their own decisions if they wanted to, you know, hit the vape or not. You know, it's not like, you know, one hit of a vape is going to kill them. And I could see, you know, if they were giving kids vapes or something like that, but, you know, they didn't do that. So yeah, again, I understand where people are, you know, giving them hate, like understand why. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just like they can do whatever they want type of deal. Like, I don't really think it's illegal to go to an uncontacted tribe and let them hit a vape. I don't really think that's illegal. If it is, hey, then I'm wrong, but I don't think it is. Again, it was their choice if they wanted to hit the vape or not. And the cigarettes thing too, it's their choice if they want to open the cigarettes and smoke them. Just because someone hands you a cigarette doesn't mean you have to, you know, take a puff of it. If someone gifts you alcohol doesn't mean you have to drink it. It was just a gift. Anyways, that has been today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe with post notifications on. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.